This video is being re-uploaded, because there is. I've had to cut out references to a video that I'm not allowed to put in the video, but it is freely available on YouTube.
If you honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
Absolutely, yeah.
I have enough confidence in the things that I know. I have enough wisdom to see the logic will be shown. I got one chance to show you what I got. I got one chance to show I'm confident or not. Self-evident reason, deductions and conclusions, and the fools are running away. It's not what you say, it's only what you can prove. You better watch your step, you better mind your P's and Q's. You got one chance, show me what you got. You got one chance to show you confident or not. Don't get caught in a matrix of all of these fakers. Society's spinning, and I'm just here living on the ground.
If you honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
Self-evident reason, deductions and conclusions, logically thinking, and the fools are running away.
If you honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're flipping over backwards to show me where you think you are. Your model dictates that you never see too far. Shrinking in the distance.
Can't
Can
do
do
fuck all with an
an angle, and the fools are running away.
Can I just make a not a correction, but a statement here? It's not what we believe, it's what we can prove practically and demonstrate in the real world.
No, that's to us. I'm asking him, what does he think the straw man of a flat earther is?
Ah,
Like,
the straw man. All right, okay, yeah.
Because, like, we say, we're not flat earthers, and we can prove it's not flat, right? So it's obviously a straw man if he thinks we are flat earthers, right?
But there is a lot of flat earthers that have changed their standpoint of saying we are not flat earthers, we just globe deniers. That's the new thing to be.
Yep, and you know why that is?
No?
Because the Earth is measurably not flat.
Yes, that's correct.
So it's not flat then, right?
No?
So what's wrong with
You have
taking a
mountains and
realistic and
valleys,
provable point into an argument to say it's not flat? That might be why there's a lot of people understanding that the term flat earther is a misnomer.
Yeah.
So
But
not
I think
true.
if you say that the Earth is flat, you have the burden of proof to prove that.
Flat's 2D.
If you just say it's not a globe, you have no burden of proof.
No, it's
That's a
Dude.
reversal.
That's
Dude,
the
wait a minute. You've
reversal
got no
of the
burden of proof. I
Yeah.
can prove that level is horizontal. A definite proof, a realistic proof. I can run you right
Yeah.
through it from first principles to prove that level is horizontal.
Yeah, you are very famous about that. Yes, that expression
Yeah.
that level is horizontal.
Yes, it's
It's
provable.
the truth.
Definition.
Provably so. So, I mean, what is it that you're saying? Do you say level is something other than horizontal?
The definition of level is that it's follow the Earth's curve.
No.
So
Yeah.
No.
you believe in a curved level, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any proof of that?
Yeah. The best proof I think is the when you're measuring the triangle measurement on the Earth, and you get the sum of the angles of the triangle is greater than 180.
How would you do that?
Well, this is going to be good.
You do the surveyors do that.
How do they do
How
that?
would you do that? Was the question that was asked.
I don't do this stuff like that.
So you're just saying that people say that you can do that, so that's your
Yeah.
best proof that you said.
Yeah, I believe that. Yes.
Do you know anything about mathematics and geometry?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know there is a proof in mathematics and geometry that a triangle only has 180 degrees? No more,
Yeah.
no less, exactly 180 degrees.
Yes,
and that is a proof.
In geometry, that's the case. But in a spherical geometry, you have more than 180 degrees.
What's spherical geometry?
Bingo.
That when you have a sphere, the surface of a sphere.
Surface is what again?
The surface is the surface of a ball.
That's all you have, right?
Yeah, you can do geometry on that one.
How do you do that?
Some of the Euclidean rules are not applied there. For instance, two lines doesn't have to be parallel.
Well, you see, that's a really bad misunderstanding because, like I say, triangles do have 180 degrees. Or are you trying to say that in reality, triangles don't have 180 degrees?
Yeah, on a sphere.
No, in reality, do triangles have 180 degrees or not?
Yeah. Triangles on the flat surface is 180 degrees.
So 2D.
Triangles on the sphere is more than 180
Three
degrees.
coplanar points, right? That's a triangle. Mathematically. Those 3 points create a plane.
He's got a problem though. He just said on a 2D flat surface, triangles only have 180 degrees, but he doesn't understand what spherical geometry is.
No, he doesn't.
I said that on a flat surface,
You said 2D.
a triangle has 180 degrees.
Yeah, and
But
a
you
flat
said
is
2D.
2D, yeah?
But on the curved surface, like a sphere, they
But
don't.
you invoked spherical geometry, and you don't understand what spherical geometry is.
That's geometry on a sphere.
Just a sphere? Because a
Yeah.
sphere is Euclidean.
For instance, if you take a sphere, if you take the Earth, if that's a sphere, if you take a triangle from the North Pole down to the equator, and then a quarter of a turnaround, and then north again to the North Pole, you have a triangle with 390 degrees.
That you just
Angle.
said if. That's a big if.
That's 270 degrees total for that triangle.
So
That, you said if the Earth's a sphere, that's a big if. You still have to prove
Yeah,
that
yeah.
before you can invoke all of these.
Yeah.
What you're saying are angles.
So if
Especially
you measure a triangle on the Earth and it's more than 180 degrees, you know it's not a flat Earth. It's a,
Well, then we're back to the same question. How would you do that?
the
especially if it's a
surveyors
geoid or
do that all the time.
How do they do that?
No, they don't. Who's told you that?
MC Toon has a lot of
Don't,
reference
dude.
to that.
Do not.
Don't laugh at him.
trust
Don't laugh at him.
McToon. Do not trust McToon. You know, I've been offering MacToon the proof for proof challenge, where we go proof for proof and match each other from first principles, basic steps, starting at a straight line, and prove the shape of level.
Okay, so you're going to have a debate with MC2?
No, he won't, because there is no globe model believer with any geometric evidence. You have
Yes.
none. You guys, the bigoted ones, right? You cannot prove your model.
So he's scared of you?
Yes.
Oh.
He just he doesn't accept the debate. He just starts insulting Bev.
Mm-hmm. He said he
But
wished death upon
he is
me, and
very
then he
nice.
said my son should leave home.
He is very nice, MC2. I don't think he
No.
insults anyone.
Can you see the
Compared
live chat?
to,
Can you see the
for
live
the
chat in here?
Right,
I'll get a
he's
tweet.
very angry at people.
I will get you a tweet that McToon wrote to us. There you go. There's one about my lad.
I never heard MC2 say
And
any
There's one about
angry
him.
thing to anyone.
There's one about him going to. He said he's going to the Christmas Carol today, and he's imagining me as Scrooge, which I don't think. I'm not wealthy at all. I'd be more like what's he called, Little Timmy, whatever. And the Ghost of Christmas Future shows Bev's son who escapes flirfism after Bev catches the skeeber. Oh, what's that? What do you think the skeeber is? Do you know anything about the
Skeeber?
characters? Yeah.
Are we talking about Rob Skiba or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think
He's
after
dead.
Bev catches the skeeber, he's imagining this in his head when he goes to watch A Christmas Carol with his family, I think. Has he got a family? Yeah, I think so. He's imagining that I die and my son leaves. Because... Because McToon's imagines
Never
that
heard
I'm
that.
a flat earther too, as well.
Oh,
And there's a lot
interesting.
of
I never
bigots
heard
around
him
here.
say anything about the evil of anything, of anyone.
Well, have a look at that in the live chat. Have a look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's definitely him on Twitter, isn't it? And
All
this
because
is
Bev
because I've asked
challenged
him to do the challenge, the proof for proof challenge.
Which channel have you posted that?
Pardon?
I'm looking at YouTube videos now.
In
I don't
live
know
chat.
what
Oh, live chat here in the
that-
Discord.
Live chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we have it.
In this
I have a
Discord.
look in the live chat. There you have something from MC2.
Yeah.
I'm traveling this weekend. Seeing a Christmas calendar in my head. Scrooge is Bev. Oh, that was a bit evil, huh?
Well, wait until he
Scrooge
gets the
Christmas
die
shows
bit.
Bev's son who escapes first of the bay catches a skiba.
Can you please read it all aloud, not just the bits and pieces?
Okay.
So you can get it all
I'm
in
traveling
context.
this weekend, seeing a Christmas Carol today. In my head, Scrooge is Bev. The Ghost of Christmas Future shows Bev's son who escapes flirfism after Bev catches the skiba. He goes on to be successful and stays a few nights in the Space Hotel. Tweets pics from space.
He's not got Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit nasty to say, yes.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
another
why
one.
is he?
Maybe I have to change my view on MC2.
There's another one a bit
Yeah.
further up, that, like right in the middle of another conversation, he just comes back with, "Poor kid. I see two paths for the kid. He is smart enough to escape his dad's lies and grows up to despise his own dad. Or he remained deceived and is a drag on society." Isn't that a nice Christian man thing to say?
Yeah.
He's meant to be a parent as well, isn't he? I'm not so sure
Yeah.
about that. He
When they asked him,
he
that he
can't
said
be a
he had-
parent, can he? And write things like that.
When they asked him,
kids?
he says that he has 33 children.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's obviously a lie then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's weird that you're going to go see a musical play and then still thinking about Beth.
Mm.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Seems a little deranged to me.
Especially
And
when
he's
I'm not a
refusing
flat
to
earther,
debate
right?
you, Bev.
Pardon?
He is refusing to debate you,
Like
Bev.
when we chatted last time, because I have been on his entertainment channel, I was asking him, because I said, "Is this a debate or what were you doing?" And he said, "This isn't a debate. He doesn't debate. He's got an entertainment channel. It's for show." He does that abuse for money sort of thing that Fight the Flat Earth does as well. There's quite a few of them that do it. You know this style. There's no actual debate. It's just abuse and mockery and misrepresentation. I mean, you know the
No,
style.
he is not abusing and mockery people, I think, normally. He's very nice.
It depends
But
whether
didn't
you've
you
got
debate
an
him on
argument
the,
or not.
Didn't you debate him on modern day debates?
Nah.
Hang on, you've just
was
said
it?
he's very nice. You've just said once again he's very nice.
Yeah.
After having read
apart-
that tweet.
Yeah, that was the worst thing I ever heard of him.
He thinks
But apart
Mr.
from when he
42
was just-
was doing a good thing by intimidating flat earthers. So, of course, saying stuff like that would be
Yeah.
it's a nice
Do you
joke.
think he's worse than Fight the Flat Earth?
McToon's.
Yeah.
Do I think McToon is worse than Fight the Flat Earth? Yes. Yeah, I do. He's admitted to IP hacking as well, you know. IP tracking, sorry.
And then I got an email the next day or 2 days later from Jack, who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that he would have maimed me. So,
Ooh. Do you know, I think doxing is the lowest of the low. That's beneath contempt, doxing someone.
Which is actually hacking. We've had a few words with people, and IP tracking is classed as hacking. Well, McToon admits to doing that. I've got that on video.
and then I got an email the next day or 2 days later from Jack, who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that
That's beneath contempt, doxing someone.
he would have maimed me. So,
Ooh. Do you know, I think doxing is the lowest of the low.
Where he sort of says that I'm a doxer as well. So he slanders me with some untruth.
Incidentally, I was warned about 1 hour before my stream with Bev that Bev doxes people.
he has, yeah.
Yeah.
And then says that he IP tracks people.
And then I got an email the next day or 2 days later from Jack, who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that.
So, I mean, but that's only McToon, and you know, he's doing it to somebody he imagines is a flat earther.
Incidentally, I was warned about 1 hour before my stream with Bev that Bev doxes people.
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
He has, yeah. He has, yeah.
Yeah, which I was not impressed with. I was quite confident that he knew nothing about me. And to be fair, there was not anything like that. He was absolutely fine on my stream. And from what I saw, he was fine on your stream. He was just as stupid, but he wasn't rudely unpleasant at all, was he? Not that I recall.
No, somebody did comment, and I think this really describes his voice. It sounds like he's talking with a permanent sneer.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think doxing is good. But yeah, I don't think doxing is good. But yeah, I don't think doxing is good. So like, I don't know if you saw it, but somebody had doxed. I'm not even going to say who, but on Twitter was doxing somebody in our community this last week, and then I got an email the next day or 2 days later from Jack, who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that was. I was very sad to see that.
So it was a debunker that was doxed.
Debunking a debunker is what I think is what happened. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think doxing is good. You know.
There's no need for that, is there?
No.
I mean, if you honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because we're not flat earthers, and we've told him God knows how many times we're not flat earthers, but some people don't really care because they're that bigoted towards a group. They have to put people in that group. If they want to be feeling like they're bigoted people, then they have a need to put people in that group. I call it's the model affliction, right, that does it. Because the moment you feel threatened or your model feels threatened, that model affliction comes out, and it comes out in all sorts of different ways. It depends on what type of a person you are.
There's no need for that, is there?
No.
I mean, if you honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
Absolutely, yeah.
How the model affliction with the cog dis and how that all melds together, it brings out the true person underneath, I think. It's a fascinating study what we've been doing here.
Yeah.
Over these
Why
years.
can't you debate on modern day debates?
Who said I
You
can't?
have a moderator and things.
McToons will not talk to me. You should go off and talk to him, right? And get it set up, because I'm trying to set it up. I mean, I've got a whole series of proofs that I'm willing to match somebody proof for proof, just in the argument. There's no need to talk about people's family or whether you want people alive or not like that, right? Or what model you think somebody else believes in. Nothing to do with that. This is purely geometric and logic arguments from proof to proof. I mean, anyone can follow through with all of these things, but there's a group of people who are just shit scared of even entering the debate. They can't touch logic at all, and it's a shame, because I've asked Mr. Sensible, his logic and cheese. Well, he hasn't got a fucking clue about logic.
There's no need for that, is there?
No.
I mean, if you honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's scared
He's
of
also
it.
scared of you, or?
He's scared of logic.
Okay.
I think he's all cheese.
Yeah, all cheese.
All cheese.
And not some just sort of nice, pleasant cheese. Proper fucking stinky shit.
Yeah, especially if he associates with Fight the Flat Earth and others like that. It's weird.
George Nutsack.
Yeah.
Blue Marble Lions.
Bob the Liar guy.
Bob the Liar. Which Bob, though, Bev?
Yeah, well,
that's the question.
That's why I said Bob the Liar guy.
Uh-huh.
Not Dr. Bob that isn't the Dr. Bob that we shouldn't be talking about.
We don't talk about. Yeah.
Oh, look. Zycovid's back.
Zycove.
Nice. Watch out, Genesis.
So Genesis.
You've got the guy to report back. You best
Genesis,
be careful what you're saying.
Why exactly did you come in, Genesis?
Well, he said earlier it was because of the Mr. 42 video, right?
To defend it or
just to talk about it? I think. I don't know. I don't mean to be answering for him. Sorry, I'll shut up.
You gone quiet, Genesis? From having a lot to say, you got nothing to say.
He's got.
Well, it's because Zycove
somebody
come
watching
in.
Yeah.
The Overlord.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a bit of a bigger dude than we thought. This Zycovid, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe Zycove wants to answer some questions.
No, come on, he won't talk. He'd give up who he was. Can't have that.
Soon as Genesis has clammed up.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was away. I got myself a new beer.
Wow.
All right.
Is that cloudy? I bet that's cloudy shit
best
over
beer
there.
In the world.
Is it cloudy?
A Guinness, of course.
Guinness.
Yeah.
Yes. In a can or in a bottle?
It's a can. They have this can with these plastic balls inside that explodes when you open them. Somehow.
Yeah. Not as good as the draft,
really
though,
good.
is it?
Yeah.
So you might have missed. You've got a watcher in here, Zycovid. He's let's say globe Earth enforcement agent, or at least a little spy that'll go and tell everybody else what you've said. So be careful.
I see a picture of an animation. I'm watching you.
Yeah,
is that the one you mean?
That's Zycovid. We're just letting you know that
you've got somebody who's watching me.
No.
Yeah, he's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Yeah.
He's at the bottom of this thing. He's just come in. He's definitely not. Let's say. Flat Earth friendly, or not Flat Earth friendly. Can we say that?
I like Rakia. He's a firmament. That was what Rakia means, I think.
Yep.
In the Bible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he is the firmament, keeping us all in.
No. So, like, do you see in the voice chat? You can see a list of everybody that's in the voice chat. We can talk. Do you see that? Okay. Yeah. Psycho D is in there. So that's what we're referring to.
Yeah, right down at the bottom, Zy.
Who is that?
We don't know. He never talks, but he reports back to, let's say, the High Council, the Globe High Council, that is.
Okay, he's a member of the Illuminati, of course.
Well, just Gem Panda's Troll Team 6.
Okay, Gem Panda's Illuminati.
Yeah,
that's not what was said.
Yeah. You want to consider Gem Panda and the Globe Council Illuminati members, then?
I consider it more of a circus.
You've got something to strive for. At least it gives you a chance of getting in there, right?
Do you think Illuminati exists?
I wouldn't know.
Who cares?
I wouldn't know. That's not one of the things we do here, because we only deal with what you can actually prove. We don't deal in any fantasy stuff at all.
But in science you can't prove anything.
That's why we stick to geometry.
Geometry.
Yeah. In mathematics you can prove things, but that
geometry
has nothing to do with the reality.
What? Of course it does.
No, mathematics is an abstract thing that has nothing to do with reality.
No. Have you ever heard of...
It just happens that you can use mathematics to describe the reality. But that's just
Have you ever heard of a right angle?
yeah.
That's in reality, right?
Now there exists no right triangles in reality.
Have you ever heard of Pythagoras' theorem?
Yes.
Now, have you ever seen a building?
I think I have seen a building.
Right, okay then. You know the corners of a building? They're called square, right?
Yeah.
Now, the fact that they're called squares is because they have right angles. And that right angle can be measured to be a true right angle. It can be proved in reality.
Yeah.
But if you zoom into that right angle, when you comes down to the atomic level, you see that there is no straight line there.
Yeah, but you don't zoom
Because you
in
have
angles. No, that's the
individual
beauty of an
atoms.
angle and geometry. The angle stays the same all the way along the lengths of the sides of the arms.
But
You don't need to zoom in
nature,
a bit at all.
In nature, in
Jackson.
reality, there is no straight lines. And if you don't
yeah,
have
there
any
are.
straight
Wow.
lines, you cannot have an
Sure there
exact 90-degree angle.
Do you know what the definition of a straight line is? Or what's your definition of a straight line? For you to say there are none, what is your definition?
In mathematics, you have a definition for a straight line.
What's your definition of a straight line? For you to say there is none in reality, what's your definition? Go on.
Now you're getting into me, but
It's just a straight line. Go on.
a straight line is a line. If you have two points, and you extend a line that go through these 2 points into infinity.
So you just need 2 points then?
2 points, yeah.
Okay, so are you saying that in reality there is no 2 points?
Yeah, points can be in reality, yes.
So there is a straight line in reality, right? You can any 2 points will make a straight line, right?
No, but you have to have points all the way through the line. In every
You just said 2.
in every position on the
Why are
line,
you
you have to
adding
have
more
a point,
now?
but that's not in reality.
Why are you adding more? You just said you need 2 points.
Yeah.
Well, there are 2 points. So are you saying that when you said there are no straight lines, but then a straight line only needs 2 points, then there are definitely 2 points? I mean, that seems nonsensical. You don't seem to make any sense with what you're saying.
I think I changed my mind. There is no points in reality.
Yeah, because a point is that of which has no
A
parts. They
point
don't
has
exist.
no size at all in any direction. So
Yeah.
it's
So that's true then. Yeah.
infinitesimally small, and that you don't have in reality.
until you draw.
Until you form the line.
Yeah, but the line consists of a lot, infinitely many points,
A start and an end point,
and you
right?
don't have these points in reality.
There is a start point
The
and an
whole
end
thing you
point.
have these atoms, and they are still not.
Wow.
That's
Atoms
more.
is your rebuttal to there not being a straight line in
You have
reality.
you don't have anything smaller than atoms or quarks or
Well,
electrons or something.
what we do have is a water level that from point A to point B is a straight line, and then you could hang a plumb bob in the middle. Perfect right angle.
Bam.
Perpendicular. That sounds good to me.
Yep.
Would you agree that a plumb bob establishes a straight line?
Yeah. Should we leave
So
this?
there are straight lines then, right?
This silly coincidence of mathematics and reality, or
But a plumb bob is,
Yeah.
is a tool, right, for
Yeah.
establishing vertical.
yes.
That's a straight line.
Yep.
Brilliant. So
Okay.
Let's forget about the straight line thing. You can take a mulligan. We'll pretend you've never said it, because there are quite obviously straight lines in reality. Now,
It's cool listening to somebody go through it, and that, you know,
yeah,
yeah.
we've got the straight line. Now, geometrically, from that straight line, we can make a perpendicular to the straight line, right? Because we have one straight line, we can make four
that's
perpendicular.
horizontal, yes?
What, perpendicular to vertical would be horizontal?
Yes.
Wow. And the horizontal's a straight line, at least geometrically.
It's a plane.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do understand a bit of geometry then?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so that's, once we've got a vertical, we can establish a horizontal plane to that one vertical.
Yes.
Right. Now, in solid geometry, book 11, it states there is a proof that all perpendiculars to a plane will be parallel.
Yes.
Right, okay. Now, if we can have one vertical and establish a horizontal plane to that one vertical, then all of the perpendiculars to that plane that we've just established will be parallel. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Right. Would you also call them verticals?
No. The vertical is something that goes to the middle of the earth, the central of the earth.
No, not something
All the
established
other
by a plumb bob.
All the other parallel lines from that plane doesn't go through the center of the earth. It's only one that does that.
But all perpendiculars to a plane will be parallel. And
Yes.
perpendicular to a horizontal plane is called vertical, is it not?
No.
What,
cognitive
horizontal?
dissonance.
Perpendicular to horizontal.
Vertical is when you go through the center of the earth.
So geometrically, it is perpendicular to horizontal, though, right?
Yep.
So it doesn't
But
work.
that is only one line.
It doesn't work
all the
backwards
others
that
doesn't go
perpendicular
to the center
to
of the earth.
horizontal is vertical.
You have one line from the horizontal plane that goes through the center of the earth. All others doesn't do that.
Well, what do you call something that would be perpendicular to a horizontal plane? What would you call that?
Something that's perpendicular to the horizontal plane is.
What would you
Does
call
it have a
it?
name?
Just perpendicular to horizontal.
Yeah. The only one that has a special name is the vertical. That's the only one that goes through the center of the earth.
Okay, so you can't call perpendicular to horizontal anything in particular. What would you call perpendicular to a vertical?
That's a horizontal plane,
Okay.
as we have just
This is
established.
interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard this. All of this, in all of this time, this is new. I've never heard this before. So, in understanding a perpendicular, like within geometry, which line is perpendicular? Because there's two, isn't there? When you have
There is a lot of lines that are perpendicular to the horizontal
yeah,
plane.
but which one of the two lines is called the perpendicular?
Which two lines?
When you have one straight line, right, and then you make a perpendicular to that straight line,
Yeah.
right, which one of those two lines that you've just formed is the perpendicular to you?
But you have a lot of perpendicular lines to the vertical line, and all these lines fill up
Yeah, well,
a plane.
which one's perpendicular? Is the vertical perpendicular or is the horizontal perpendicular? You know, like which one of the two? I'm only using vertical and horizontal to distinguish between the two, but which one of them would you consider is the perpendicular?
The vertical line is perpendicular to all the horizontal lines.
Oh, and all of the horizontal lines are perpendicular to the vertical.
Yeah.
So there's no difference between, as soon as you have a straight line, geometrically, you have the other one. And both of them can be called perpendicular. There's no difference between those two lines at all. At the moment that you have one straight line, you can have all of the perpendiculars that run in either way anywhere along the thing. You make a grid, can't you? At the start of making one straight line, perpendicular will lead you to infinity. Right?
I didn't get that last one there.
I know, it's a bit much.
But to the vertical line, you have infinitely many lines that are perpendicular to that one.
Yeah.
And all these infinitely lines constructs a plane.
Yeah.
Can
the
I
horizontal plane. Yeah?
Parallel.
Can I just back up on that vertical? Because there was something there that I didn't quite get. You're saying that you can have as many verticals from a horizontal plane as you like? Was that right?
No?
Right.
You can have
so
many perpendicular lines to the horizontal plane. But only one is vertical. And
You can
that's
have
the one that goes through the center of the Earth.
you can have as many vertical
No.
lines?
Oh, one vertical.
One vertical per.
But a lot of perpendicular.
So are those not parallel, all of those lines?
Yes, they are parallel to the vertical line, all of them.
So all the verticals are parallel to the horizontal plane, but only
No,
one of...
No, not all the verticals. There is only one vertical.
There isn't, though. There's lots, right?
It's a lot of perpendicular lines from the horizontal plane, but only one goes through the center of the Earth. And that one is called the vertical line.
Got anything for vertical? Have you? What?
That is astonishing.
Have you got any reference or anything for this vertical? Because I'm not so sure. There's a stipulation.
Almost not to make it dig or anything. I mean, it just sounds a little bit cog-dis, a little.
Oh wow!
It does sound like my model dictates.
Do you know what? Right? Because like we do a lot of logic, and I think this is why Mr. Sensible doesn't quite like us. But I've just typed in vertical, and I did use the free dictionary because it's got all of them in it. The first one says being or situated at right angles to the horizon. Well, the horizon isn't where the plumb bob is it? Or would you say that when you hang a plumb bob, it is still at right angles to the horizon? I'm guessing they're talking about the true horizon, right? They're not talking about a topographical horizon. They're talking about, a horizontal horizon.
And the true horizon being the horizon over water.
Anatomy of or relating to the vertex of the head.
But it should be very simple. If you draw a sphere and you have a plumb bob.
Sorry, draw what? A
down
surveyor?
to the center that points to the center of the sphere. And then you do a perpendicular
did
plane
you just
from
start
that.
off with
horizontal
drawing
plane.
a sphere? Is that step one?
Sorry?
Did you
You're
say
drawing a sphere, yeah?
step one was drawing a sphere?
Yeah.
Bam. Imaginometry, that right? Axiom number one.
And from the surface
The
of the
starting
sphere,
point. Yeah.
2D.
Can you try?
you draw a line.
Can
down
you
to
try
the center of-
dropping the model for a moment? Is that possible?
Sorry.
Is
One more time.
Is it possible for you to drop the model when talking about geometrical facts of reality, or not? Just
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
We can talk
let's
about
just deal with the
the-
lines then, right?
Huh?
Let's just deal with the lines. Imagine we're out in reality. We're all on a field, and we're going to use our tools that we've got. We'll all just stick in reality. Let's use it from there, right? So what have we got? We've got a plumb bob.
Okay.
And so that's what we're doing. We're dropping a plumb bob. Where do we go from there?
We draw a perpendicular line from the plumb bob,
Yep.
and that's the horizontal plane.
Yep. Now,
Yep.
can we have multiple ones of those horizontal planes? And would those horizontal planes be parallel?
Yes, if the Earth is flat, all of the horizontal planes are parallel.
Not dropping a model.
Why did you bring a model into it?
No, he did. Well,
It depends.
He had to
If
bring
the
a model
Earth
in.
is not flat, if the Earth is a sphere,
Yeah.
they are not parallel.
Well, all of the planes that are perpendicular to the vertical, you say they're not parallel.
Exactly.
How does that work? How are they all perpendicular to the vertical but not parallel?
It's easy if you just draw a sphere and draw a line from the center of the sphere to the edge and do a perpendicular plane to that one and do that for all the points on the sphere. You see that all of them are not parallel.
Yeah,
thought
we
we were
were
gonna-
just talking about one plumb bob and perpendicular horizontal planes to that one vertical. Now, I did ask you to try and drop your model. It seems like that was a bit difficult. You had to bring a circle back into it again. But
I said that if the Earth is flat, they are all parallel. If the Earth is not flat, they are not parallel.
the perpendiculars to the one vertical, you're saying those perpendiculars to that one vertical would not be parallel if you imagine a model.
If I imagine a model, yes, that's not flat. No? Yes.
That's interesting. I mean, that
Well, you
sounds
add-
like a severe model affliction.
Because you just had to add in at the very end of that, you added in if it's not part of a model. Or if it is part of a model. You keep adding in a model to the end of whatever you're saying, I think.
But Bev asks me if they are parallel or not. And to answer that question, you have to
In reality.
decide on the model.
Yeah,
Well-
it started off with in reality, we're all standing around, we have our tools in reality.
Yeah.
Every time I've kind of worked through Euclid, I've never had this obstacle of having to put a sphere or a circle underneath what I'm drawing when I'm trying to illustrate perpendiculars to a line. I've never had to do this. So why are you now telling me that this is something that I should have had to do in order to learn the geometry that I've learned.
Okay, so then you could answer the question. If you have two plumb bobs and you
Oh,
draw
hang on.
horizontal from them,
Did I
are
not
they
ask a
parallel?
question to you?
Yeah.
Did I not ask you a question?
Yeah, but the question was, are they parallel?
No. The question was, why have I never had to do what you are saying I should have had to do when I've worked through any geometric problem?
I don't understand that question.
Well, you're telling me that perpendiculars aren't perpendicular or
But
vertical.
that depends on the model.
Well, the book,
Reality.
all geometry books aren't dependent on a model. So are you telling me that I've learnt geometry wrong?
But if you have several plumb bobs, if the model is a flat Earth, they are parallel.
Why are you bringing a model back into it? I'm just talking about learning basic geometry.
Okay. So what's the question then?
Have I learnt it wrong?
Probably not. But Bev was asking me if the horizontals was parallel. And I said that it depends on the model.
Right, well, where would we find about this model? Because where would we look, right? Because we're talking about in reality, right? And
Yeah.
As we've just said, all of those verticals are perpendicular to the plane of the horizon, strangely enough.
Yes, that's we
good.
agreed on, yes.
Okay, and then also, horizontal is parallel to or in the plane of the horizon. Right?
Now that was the question. Is all the horizontals parallel or not?
Okay, well, we've got some logic, right? Do you know anything about logic?
Yes, I do.
Okay, if P, then Q as a
Yeah.
statement. So we say if horizontal is parallel to the plane of the horizon, right? Is that good?
Yeah.
Then all horizontals would be parallel to each other.
Yes.
So that's true.
Yeah.
So if horizontals are parallel to the plane of the horizon, then by necessity they are all parallel to each other.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds right, yes.
So are horizontals parallel to the plane of the horizon?
No.
Oh.
That assumes that the horizon rises to the eye level.
No, it doesn't. It says parallel to or in the plane of. So for them to be parallel to each other, for them to be not parallel to each other, they would have to be some horizontals somewhere that are not parallel to the plane of the horizon, right? Surely.
If you're standing and is 6 feet high,
Okay.
and you look out at the horizontal line, that line will go above the horizon.
Absolutely.
And therefore it's not parallel with the horizon.
I don't think you understand parallel. So if you turn around and look in the opposite direction, would that horizontal be above the horizon?
No, will be below.
Sorry?
The horizon will be below my
Okay.
sight, my eye line.
So now let's turn another 90 degrees.
Yeah. It's the same in all directions.
Okay, so the plane that you've just formed with your horizontal eyes is at the same height above the plane of the horizon.
Yes.
All the way around. Yeah, that's called
Yes.
parallel to, right? That's
Yes.
what parallels are. So that horizontal plane that you've established with your eyes is parallel to the plane of the horizon.
No, that plane will be lower down.
Yeah, but that's what parallel means, right?
No, it cannot be lower than my eyesight.
Yeah, parallel
Be
means
parallel.
it just doesn't touch. If continued on, they would not meet. That's parallel.
The plane of the horizon
planes that
must
do
touch
not
the
meet.
horizon. That's
Pla-
below my eye level.
Yeah, but they would not meet, would they?
No, they are not parallel.
What, parallel and not meeting? Yes, that's what parallel means. That's the very definition of parallel.
Parallel is that the distance between the plane is the same everywhere.
Yeah.
Then it's parallel.
We just said that if you turned around, they would be the same distance always. So that's parallel. Surely.
No, they are below your eyesight. But at the horizon where you're standing is
Horizon's an apparent
is
position.
at your eyesight.
From your
So
feet.
the horizon plane is at your eyesight where you're standing, but at the horizon, your eyesight is over the plane of the horizon.
Parallel.
So they are not parallel.
Yeah. Yeah, they are parallel to.
No, they're not.
Horizontal. I'll have a look. I'll just put it in the dictionary, right? You'd be all right. Do you want to have a look? You do it as well, just to make sure. I'm not lying. So a horizontal mathematics, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we're after. Horizontal mathematics.
And that is the distance between the planes on all points should be the same.
It says here, I've got one. Open reference mathematics. Math open reference. I'll get it for you. I'll copy it because you have a look as well.
I'm looking in the chat now.
Think...
That you have a vertical there.
Yeah.
Or am I in the right chat now? I'm in live chat.
Yeah, that's the one.
I've not put it in there yet. I'm just doing some highlighting some stuff for you. Just copy. We're just doing horizontal mathematics. I've done some of the vertical ones from the definitions. There you go. And that says that in the sense that all horizontal lines are parallel to the horizon.
Yeah, and I think that there's a misunderstanding. A lot of people say the horizon rises to eye level. We don't say that. So I think that might be where some wires are getting crossed there.
I was just about to ask him whether he believes that the plane of the horizon is established by his eye level.
Now you have to stand on the horizon and make the horizontal plane there.
No, you stand on the floor.
Overhead of you.
Hang on, I can't understand what he's saying. Can you say that again?
If you stand at the horizon.
Stand at the horizon?
Yeah. If you walk over there,
How can
Where
you
is
stand
the
at
horizon?
the horizon?
Yeah, there. It's some physical point somewhere.
No, it's not.
Is it?
No, but we're not going to get into that. But let's just keep going with how the plane of the horizon is established.
So you mean if I stand and see the horizon, couldn't a person go there and stand at that point?
Let's not get into that because that's not what we're talking about. We are talking about geometry and not what the horizon is. We are talking about the plane of the horizon.
Yeah.
Do you believe this plane is established at your eye level?
No, at the point you're standing, it's perpendicular to the plumb bob.
So your feet establish that plane.
Yeah.
Okay, so the horizon plane goes out from your feet, not your eyes.
No, that's not the horizon plane. That goes out from the horizon. The person standing at the horizon, they create the horizontal plane there.
The horizon plane is established at the horizon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the horizontal would be going out from your feet, and that would be the horizon on the water
That would
level.
be-
would
that would
keep
be-
going out. Yeah.
That would be horizontal. That would be the
Yes.
line defined or the plane defined as horizontal.
Yes. So from the water level, from your feet, would go out towards the horizon horizontally.
Yes.
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
That's good.
Yeah.
Plane, right? I've just found another one. You like this one? It says the line at which the Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet is called the horizon. Anything parallel to the horizon is called horizontal. That's anything parallel to it. But it does also say, you know what parallel means, right? It's a plane. You can only have straight lines that are parallel. So that would necessarily mean if the horizontals are parallel to it, wouldn't that mean by definition, mathematical definition, you trust maths, that the horizon is horizontal because it's parallel to. It has to be, doesn't it? I'll see if I can find some more. Have you found any yet that's helped you?
I really don't understand the discussion. It's very easy. If you have a sphere and if you stand on two different points, and on each point you have a plumb bob and you create a horizontal plane on each point. If you do that on two different points on the sphere, these planes won't be parallel. It's very easy.
Now you're contradicting the definitions that have been supplied to you by inserting a model.
Right, because you started off with...
Yeah, talking about the sphere, how it works there. Yeah?
So your sphere doesn't adhere to the definitions of the geometric words that we're using.
Pesky model.
I don't know what it's
dropping
not
it.
adhere to.
Have you heard of a Cartesian plane as well? That sounds very
I mean, this is so very simple.
Yeah, it really is, and you're not getting it.
On a flat Earth, all the horizontal planes are parallel.
How about reality?
On a spherical Earth, they are not.
Wow. Have you got any spherical Earth mathematical definitions? Because all of them seem to match that one that you said was a flat Earth. I mean, I wouldn't go along with it being a flat Earth, but you seem to be saying that on a flat Earth, the geometry of everything would relate to exactly what it is that I'm coming up with. And the definitions of your fictional model don't seem to appear in any mathematical definition anywhere.
They're nowhere to be found, Bev.
Here's another one. Look, check this one out. This one's a proper one. This is like a teaching mathematics thing. I mean, it's basic concepts. I mean, you even know it yourself that horizontal and vertical are perpendicular, and horizontal's parallel to the plane of the horizon, and a vertical is perpendicular to the plane of the horizon. Always. Without fail. Like in a mathematical sense. And it's in a mathematical sense because it is always true. It is never false. Cannot be falsified. Yet you have a model that just dictates to you that, I don't know, like you've, which one are you going to go with? The mathematical definitions of it, or does your model still dictate something different than this? Like I say, we're not flat earthers.
No, I must say, Bev, you seems to be a very nice person, and you have a way with the words. You nearly get me.
It's not me with the magic trick with the way with words.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
giving you reality.
I mean,
mathematics.
Just mathematically, it's very simple how it works, and then you find some definitions and words, and they say something else.
But can you find some definitions that support your way of thinking then?
It's
Something definitional and geometrically provable.
It's just mathematics and geometry.
So
Well,
if you have a
show us.
do you
show
choose
us some
mathematics?
planes will be not parallel. If you have a flat surface,
Show us
all the
some
horizontal lines will
geometric
be parallel.
proof to support you, please.
Yeah, it does all of these things here, right, that we're getting. It's just normal mathematics, simple mathematics, geometry. We can go back to Euclid. We can prove all of this stuff. You said proofs are only available in mathematics, and they are available in geometry. Provably so,
Yeah.
right? Now, what we're asking for is you say that on a different model, it wouldn't be true that this, what we're saying, is from all of the mathematics from reality that we deal with. But you say that can't be true because that's that, those group of people that you dislike, where you keep mentioning them, but you keep telling us that these people you dislike are the ones that seem to have wrote all of the mathematics books. Is that why you don't like them? Because they actually have the proof.
Who are the mathematicians?
I don't know. It seems to be you keep telling me that these are flat earthers. Because you say on a flat earth, horizontals are parallel to the plane of the horizon. And the horizon is a straight line, meaning it's a horizontal plane. But that's that group that you don't like, right? That's that model, again, that you keep injecting in, that you keep putting there. You're giving them this. I mean, do you not want to co-opt it? Do you not? Are you sure you don't want this actual reality geometry? Can you not make it fit on your model anyway?
I don't say if the Earth is flat or a ball.
You've said it loads of times.
I just say if the Earth is a ball, all horizontal planes are not parallel. If the Earth is flat, all the horizontal planes are parallel. That's what I say.
It says
That's not what it says in geometry.
the graph of the horizontal line can be placed in the Cartesian plane.
I mean, the horizontal line on a sphere is the tangent line on the surface of the
That's
sphere.
a tangent.
And all these tangent lines are
No,
not parallel.
that's a tangent.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're
That's a
not
tangent.
horizontal. They're
That's
not.
the horizontal plane.
No, they're not.
It's perpendicular to the plumb bob.
Go on, find us a definition, right, that mentions that a horizontal is a tangent? Just one. Anyone. Go.
Why
Find
use
us one somewhere.
definition?
You
Why
surely,
not only
surely
use
you've got
mathematics?
some definition
It's simple
within
mathematics.
mathematics. Have you not got a globe mathematics page to be taught at schools or something, or maybe university?
If no definition, how about a practical example?
Just take a sphere and draw the tangent line to the sphere and create a horizontal plane from that. And you see
But
that all of them are not parallel.
I can put a tangent anywhere I want on that sphere.
Yeah,
It's not horizontal.
that's the definition. It's a 90
Don't
degrees.
say it's a definition.
It's,
Give us a definition. Cite it, please.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just
perpendicular to
you
the
making
plumb line.
shit up and saying it's a definition when it's not. It's just what you say.
But didn't we agree that the horizontal line is perpendicular to the plumb bob?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the tangent. Or if you have
No,
a
it's
sphere,
not.
that's the tangent
No, it's not.
on the
It's not.
surface of the
No,
sphere.
it's not. Do you know what a tangent is?
Yeah,
What? Go on.
I know what a
Give us a
tangent is.
definition of a tangent.
That's a line that touches the sphere in one point. A straight
Okay.
line that touches the sphere is in one point.
So a horizontal, in reality or level, is a line at equal altitude.
It's a tangent, yes?
Equal altitude. Yeah?
And it's perpendicular
It's
to the
not
plumb bob.
on the surface. What do you call a line that doesn't touch the surface of a sphere or anything?
If it's inside the sphere, it's a chord. If it's outside the sphere, it's nothing.
Okay. So
Have no
it's
name.
not a tangent then if it's not touching.
No.
And you can have a
Tangent
horizontal
can touch the sphere
in
in one
reality, can't you? That doesn't touch the floor. Can't you? Just in
I lost you
reality,
there.
right? Because we are relating this to reality, aren't we? Because seeing as we're talking about horizontal and vertical, we're talking about lines in reality and planes, obviously. Lines and planes.
but if you've started clipping,
Okay.
It's getting late here in Sweden. It's actually midnight, over midnight here now.
Okay.
And I have to work tomorrow, so... it's been nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you do
I think
any modelling? Computer modelling?
No,
No.
I work with the computers, but I don't do any modeling. But I'm a programmer.
Right. Have you heard of the curve calculator?
Yeah.
Right.
They were Walter Bisland, yeah.
Yeah. There's quite a few people, isn't there, that do it.
Yeah, you have this, what's his name? He's Mike, no?
I don't know.
Who he did the first one?
Mike Jones.
No. Matt maybe. Matt.
I don't know. There was Metabunk. Mick West. They have, for measuring the curvature of water level in a canal,
Yeah.
a mile long, let's say.
That's too short.
Why?
There's very, very little curvature over a mile. You need to do about 5 or 6 miles.
Well, how much curvature is there? Your calculator.
7.9 inches.
1 mile.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Not
The
a lot.
drop over 1 mile is only 0.66 inches.
0.67
inches. Yeah, that is 7
Is it?
7 inches, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, 7
0.67
inches.
feet.
Ah,
0.67
right.
feet.
Okay, so that's
Over one-
so that's
over 1 mile.
noticeable, like, isn't it?
It's hard to see.
Mick West,
Yeah.
what the
So,
guy, yes.
in your idea, what is the curve that it's calculating, the curve calculator.
Mick, where's perspective compression? That's it.
What is the curve that it's calculating? Because I've done
The
this.
curve is known that you can calculate it from the radius of the Earth.
Would you agree if we were say that curve is the amount of curve within a level? So you can imagine you live on a globe, right? We've got to curve a straight line. It's the amount you curve a straight line so you can imagine you live on a ball of a certain size. Is that what you think?
I didn't understand at all what you said. Ask now.
The curve calculator is a thing online that you put some numbers in.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what is it calculating to you?
It's calculating how much you should see of an object and how much will be hidden.
Okay, so...
And it's taking into account the refraction.
Yeah, okay, so would you agree then it's the amount of curve in the straight line conception of a level, a horizontal, and it curves, and it's the amount that you need that straight line to curve? Because it's not measured, is it? Because you have to calculate it. So it's a calculator.
I don't understand the question. I mean, if you don't have any refraction, you just see the geometric horizon.
Okay, so the
But
curve then...
normally you have refractions, you will see longer than that.
So what's curving? The horizon?
What's curving the horizon?
No, what is curving? Because the horizon is parallel to the plane of the horizontals are all parallel to it. So it's obvious that the horizon is horizontal.
I just said that I don't think that it is so.
Okay, so the curve calculator then is calculating the amount of curvature that you would expect to see within that horizontal line. Right?
Would it not be in that plane?
Well, the horizontal
curve
plane.
in that plane.
Yeah.
But it shows Walter Bisland's calculator shows both the spherical Earth and the flat Earth. What you should see.
Calculates.
It calculates that, yes.
Does it calculate a plane?
Yeah.
How do you calculate a plane?
It calculates what you should see on a plane.
Oh, so when it says Earth curve calculator, it's a bit misleading.
Yeah, you could say that, but
it's a site thing. It's got nothing to do with the actual geometry.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with the geometry of it, then.
It's has all
just what you see
with the geometry.
Perspective geometry, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I say, I have to go to bed now. It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Will you come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably come back one of these days.
Yeah.
When I'm not working.
Can you also, for when you come back, you see, I've asked this many times to many different people. So, how do you measure curvature? I don't want an answer now. It's just a little takeaway that you can take with you.
Yeah, and I will probably refer to MC Tools again. He has a lot of reference to different.
Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. MC Tunes is a nasty piece of work. He's a horrible little man.
You want to watch what you're doing on his website as well. He has been.
I think MC
IP
Tune is
track.
a nice guy that knows what he's talking about.
He's a horrible little man.
He IP tracks people, so seriously, watch what you're doing. Don't
so
get
you
on
mean,
his bad side.
For instance, Nathan Oakley is a nice person that never is mean to anyone.
No, I've never known Nathan to
Yes,
send
to get
threatening tweets wishing somebody died of the skiba.
Yeah, I agree that that was not so nice.
It's only because
Maybe I
he's
should
scared.
point that to him and asking about that.
It's
Well,
only because Toon is scared. And his defence is to get nasty towards Bev.
Yeah, I mean, if you go in now, like, just ask anybody else if they want to match up for the proof for proof challenge. I mean, just bring logic, geometry. I mean, you don't even need to do the practical stuff. I mean, if the tests are good enough and we can work the logic and all of that into reality, we'll do the tests. We're into that sort of stuff. But yeah, just bring logical and geometric proofs, and I'll match you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Have a good time.
All right, cheers.
See you
Thank you.
later. Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed the content, please support On the Level and future projects. Membership subscriptions available now, or come and get involved at Next Level Discord server. Thank you.